Welcome everyone. We're here today at Aleph, the co-working space by Crecimiento. I'm here with Juli from Mimic.
Yeah.
How's it going, Juli?
Pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. Excited that you're here.
Yes.
And enjoying Argentina.
I know we've been connected for a few weeks now, so I'm excited to be.
You've been super active on socials and stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself, but also about your project, Mimic?
Sure. Okay. So at Mimic, we do automation. We've been working for 3 years now as a B2B platform, and this year it's gonna come the whole protocol stuff. So we're opening it to the community, making people create any automation task on chain in order to make them super easy for them, and making the DeFi experience like more easy and like with a whole security level and everything. In order to create any task workflow in a super dynamic way. So
do you have like some maybe specific like example that you can explain, like something super like that's going to speak to people as far as what a potential automation or task could look like?
Yeah, so our biggest use case right now is fee collection. So you know that every protocol charges fees, or any app charges fees, and they have it in like million networks, and you have million tokens. So it's super hard to like swap those tokens and get handle of that money. So what we do is we collect those tokens and those millions of networks and convert it to a specific coin and send it to a wallet. And with that money, people like pay expenses or pay to investors, and you get that money that's supposedly lost in a way. And for us, it's super easy because we do it like with the whole Mimic protocol code and everything. And for a company, if they want to do it, it's super expensive in the whole like any auditory that you need to make, and it's like super like hard to get a person like do it manually because it's a lot of time. It's a lot of like time spending that you can do like another task. So what we do is like we take the burden out of the shoulders of that person or the CDO of a company or CFO and do it ourselves, and you just like decide what are the parameters that you need. For example, I want this tokens, I want to work on this networks, and we solve the rest for it. Exactly. You can customize your own environment, and you can elevate to different kinds of automations like portfolio rebalancing, or I don't know if you want to automate an airdrop. So you can escalate it to the way you want. We always recommend like start easy and step by step. Yeah, step by step.
Nice.
But yeah, that's our like a biggest use case right now, fee collection.
Great. And so we were talking with your team and co-founders. So I understand is the whole team here based in Argentina, or at least founded here?
Yeah, it's founded here. The 3 founders are from Argentina. They're super OGs in the whole crypto space. They've been here from like 2019, like super starts. And they built Mimic and like starting in their previous jobs, and they realized it was like it's this full-time thing that's like great potential. So they left their jobs in Balancer, Aave, and some of them working at Open Sibling, another like also Argentinian company. And they decided to like actually like start building, and they started with a super small team in Argentina. And nowadays we're like 15 people working across Europe, and some of them are also like living in Argentina and different. Yeah, we're like spanning the team, which is great because I started 2 years ago, and we were only 6 people, and 3 of them were founders.
Nice.
So now we're like 15, and it's like international company, you can say.
And it's so excited because I've been there like for a week now, and obviously with this co-working space, meeting a lot of like companies that are funded here, like yourself, like some even older company like Rootstock or Open Zeppelin. But can you talk maybe a little bit more about what is exactly the Argentinian crypto communities? You know, and I'm thinking also getting ahead a little bit of a Dev Connect, which we're all super excited in November. But can you talk to a little bit about what does it mean? I know you travel to conferences, so you get exposed to like of a culture of a crypto communities. Like what's so special about maybe Argentina when it comes to crypto community?
We're the best. No, apart from that, I think that we're super like familiar and close to each other. We really like take care of each other and really are supporting and super collaborative. Like we like to work together and be together all the time. Like for example, take an asado. Like you start inviting people, and suddenly like 50 people in an asado eating out of a table and grabbing food like that. That's for us in crypto. Like everyone's like, if you're still in Argentina there in a company, you know, you can contact them and they will figure out how to help you in a way.
Very welcoming,
exactly,
open.
like I know someone from Dune that works in Argentina, or he's been in Argentina, so you know how to connect in a different way, and they will help you out. They're like super open, and for the people that are gonna come for Dev Connect, they're gonna realize the dynamic that we have, like super active, super social. We like to be like here, there, do like a lot of stuff at the same time. We're like super proactive. We're like anxious too, because you can see us like all the time like pushing and doing like a lot of stuff. And it's kind of like the country itself is like that, because we're like suffering from like economic like inflation and stuff. So we're like always overcoming different challenges, right? So it's kind of like in DNA to like
to fight back and like overcome. That's exciting. Yeah,
fight back, find the way. So yeah.
And I could see this excitement and the energy definitely. Like it seems like the stars are aligned a little bit when it comes to crypto. President to some extent, are being in favor, just the technology and private sector in general. Obviously the crypto community that has been there for a long time, but even more like just last year with this space, Dev Connect. But what do you think has been missing, because we're in 2025 now. You could say it's late or it's early, depending who you ask. But what do you think was the missing ingredient for crypto to take off in Argentina so far?
I think there's still a lot of room for education and people like that are in crypto and not in crypto also to understand like the potential that it has. Like what you can do apart from like trading. Or I don't know.
Other use cases.
Exactly. Like
get financial gain.
Exactly. Like get people to know more use cases. What is DeFi? Different from like a gaming community, for example. Because you see like many protocols doing different stuff, but sometimes if you talk to a person that is not in crypto and you want to onboard them, they're gonna say, okay, yeah, NFTs and trading. It's like, but that's not crypto. At least for us, that we see it all the time. So I think it's a good opportunity with Dev Connect and crecimiento.
To educate people on the opportunities beyond just like trading meme coin,
for example, like going to a coffee shop and being able to pay with crypto for everyone. And with a QR code or with Mercado Pago integrations and those kind of ways, people look, Tobias from Off-Ramp is now the new community lead here, and he's pushing a lot because he saw like the whole potential of Argentina, because people started to use Off-Ramp, for example, in conferences and stuff, but maybe they cannot use it in Argentina because of, exchanges and stuff. But they can be like these possibilities. We can be open to this.
Of course.
And many things more, right? Like other use cases that people don't imagine or don't feel like it's possible for the daily lives, but it is.
Well, hopefully we have like 6 months or so, right, to prepare, to have more retailers or vendors to accept crypto, so that when we all come back in November, like we can spend our crypto in different stores. So maybe just to close out a more personal story for people who are going to visit us from the States, from Europe, from Asia, probably first time in Argentina. Needless to say, beautiful countries, a lot of things to do both in Buenos Aires and outside. So what is the one thing that you would recommend for someone first time in Buenos Aires? We don't want the top thing that are on the list of everybody, but what is the thing that you would do with someone, or maybe take them somewhere in Buenos Aires for the first time? What would it be?
That's a hard one, but I'll take them to, it's one of my favorite spots here in Buenos Aires, to the Malma Museum.
Okay. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, it's a really nice museum. It's something like super cultural in my end, but and then go to like a nice coffee shop, like specialty coffee, and end up the night like drinking in the street and like super chill, kind of like this like new hipster mode. Like a good wine with like small dishes.
Great company.
Exactly. Like use like that day like in starting in the early afternoon or maybe lunch in like the museum. It has a really nice restaurant next to it, and then start walking around Palermo and get a coffee. Keep walking Rosedal and finish up with a great wine.
Love it. Well, if you are watching, you have your plan, at least a half day, what to do in Buenos Aires. Thank you so much, Juli, for taking the time. And thank you to the entire crypto community for welcoming the Dune team this week. And we'll see you again in November here in Buenos Aires. Thanks
fun.
Again.
Exciting.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ciao.